Okay, so let's try this problem out. So we want to solve this exponential equation, and I want to give both exact and approximate answers. So, and for the approximation, I want to round to 3 decimal places. So the first thing that you really want to do, you want to isolate the exponential portion. So see how the whatever is raised to the power of the variable, that's what you want to try to isolate. So you can think about this problem kind of like 2 minus 2x equals negative 14. So imagine that that exponential part is just the x, and you just want to do the same thing that you would do to solve this regular equation. So the first thing that I want to do is minus this 2. So get rid of this 2 over, oh, this should have been a black, but whatever. So this is going to go away. I'm left with the minus 2. 3 to the power of t minus 1 is equal to negative 16. All right, and then in order for me to isolate this x, what I would do is I would divide by this negative 2. So I'm going to do that there. Divide by a negative 2. This goes away, so I'm left with 3t to the minus 1 is equal to positive 8. Okay, now after that, we want to get rid of that exponential. So what we usually do, we take the log to both sides. Now, usually we would apply any logarithm that we want. In this case, we can apply a log 3 to both sides of the equation. And you'll see that the reason why we're applying a log 3 is because then it's really easy for me to get rid of that 3 there. So we know that properties of logarithms is going to go to the front. So I'm going to get t minus 1. Then I have log 3 of 3 is equal to log 3 of 8. We know that log 3 of 3 is just going to be equal to 1. So I'm left with t minus 1 is equal to log 3 of 8. Okay. So now what we want to do, we're almost there. We just want to add the 1 to the other side. Be very careful. Do not go ahead and add the 8 there. All we're just going to write is log base 3 of 8 plus 1. We can put parentheses around that if that makes our life easier. This is what we call the exact answer. This is called exact. Now, if you want to find the approximate answer, all you got to do is put this into your calculator. And I'm going to go ahead and do that offline. So I'm going to write log base 3 of 8 plus 1. And this is going to give me approximately 2.893, rounded to 3 decimal places. Okay? That's how you do that problem. Now, for some of you guys that don't have the log base 3 of 8 in your calculator and you can't do that, remember that you can always use the change of base formula. So we can apply any log that we want. All we got to do is just take the log that we do know how to do, divide them, take the base on the top, so ln of 8, and then divide it by ln of 3, and then add 1. So ln, we can go ahead and put into the calculator, and if you go ahead and do that, I'm going to go ahead and verify to make sure that I am telling you the truth, and I should be. And if I add that together, I still also get 2.893. So I get the same exact answer. So I want the exact, and I also want approximations. So be very careful when we do these types of problems. Okay?